Yeah, so process from Icacos, and I start fishing at a very young age, like 15 years old, and it was very tough in those days. You know, you're gold fishing all night, bad weather, rain, thunder, lightning. You have to slack your net and pick it up when the time reach. Sometime for the night we make like about 8, 9 slack before the day clean. And in those days, fish was like 10 cents a pound. Carry 10 cents, 15 cents, 16 cents a pound. But gas and everything was, everything was low at that time, but now it's a different time.
Excuse me.
Huh?
You say 10 cents a pound?
Yeah.
And what is now carried?
$25, $30 a pound right here.
What? And how much a pound of shrimp?
When I was a little fella,
Yeah.
right, working already in the sea, Icacos shrimps used to sell at 40 cents a pound. And now is, well, yeah, let's get $25 a pound for the Icacos shrimps.
But and look at catfish. They used to throw catfish away.
Yeah,
Fish.
all that is to throw away. Herring used to be on the beach I talking about thousands of pounds. And everything just going. Kobo eating.
But I noticed something really Kobo. They're scarce on the beach.
Yeah, well, you see, the thing I had now, you understand what I mean, because everything gets expensive now, you know what I mean, and then the fish. Well, there's a lot of problem with the fishing because through all this global warming, the heat and the, water, and then the chemicals of these platforms and all these kind of things, you know what I mean.
But for me, as you talk about fish scarce even on the beach, no dead fish on the beach. The vultures are not able to really, or we call them Kobo over here.
Yeah.
But I understand they are attacking newborn calves.
But that's true, starvation, because you have to find something to eat when they come.
Yeah, but I mean to say, when a man cow drops something,
Yeah.
and he goes back there, he finds only the skeleton of a newborn calf.
Well, the only thing that could help you in a position like that is to build something like a pen, a proper pen that the Kobos can't get in. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And keep the mother with the young there for a couple of days until they get stronger.
So what was your trail like in your working life on the sea?
What?
I mean, you started off down here fishing, and then you went into other fishing other areas of work on the sea.
Yeah, well, I fish for until I get my wood boat, you understand what I mean? And then I start moving around like different beaches, like wherever. Well, I and some other boat owners at the time, we used to go camping like Erin, when the fish is up in Erin, and it's sad, we end up in Moruga, spend a little time in Moruga, and then, well, when things get slow up there, we come back home, you know.
Mm-hmm. So you all would have traveled from here by boat to Moruga, and then camp out on the beach or something?
No. Well, when we go up there, like, like 2-3 of us, boat owners, well, look for a place to rent. You know, our time in Moruga, we didn't get anywhere to rent. And we ended up sleeping for weeks on weekends. We had to leave and, in the pavilion, in the savannah. Yeah.
So always the cookware.
Well, we used to borrow pot and thing from a neighbor right next to the pavilion there. And we cook it and...
But people still do that? Sailors still do that? You think?
Yeah. Well, no, you see, I'll tell you something. What really slow that down is the cost of fuel now,
Cost of fuel.
You understand what I mean? Because the thing about just a kind of Moruga, you're sure you understand what I mean? But in those days, it was cheap. Although the fish was cheap also, but you could still do it. You understand what I mean? So you will head to Erin and you will camp out there for a little while, pick up a little change while you're fishing, and you hear fish full in Moruga or Diablo, you leave Erin. Because when you, like, you know, it will save you a lot with gas. Because if you're camping, if you have to travel from Icacos, I say travel, if you have to, run your boat from Icacos to Erin every day, it will cost you much more than if you're fishing right in every day. So you would be burning that amount of gas. You understand me?
So hardly you will find a Icacos fisherman going out to Erin these days?
Yeah, hardly.
So what kind of fishing they will do nearby here?
Well, here they do a lot of, different fishing here, you know, like right now they're working in transference, you know. They could do banking, they do fish pot, you know, different.
But tell me something, I came here already and I have seen you mending nets and, what is it called again? I forget the term they use when you're putting the net together. Joy used to do the same thing. Mountain nets.
Yeah.
That was a craft you had learned early.
Yeah, I don't know these things very early. You understand me? Because my father had boat and thing. And I used to go down there with the captain and help him hold. And he would be showing me he's a half mast. So I started mending and said, mounted all everything. Yo.
That trade is still, you think that trade is still going on?
Yeah, it's still going on, but now you see before, I don't know what really caused that, but like the younger ones before is be more interested in learning these kind of, you understand? Because right now we have a problem with all these young men that fish so what they years, they can't fix that, you know, repair a net or build a net, or, you understand?
So how many men in Icacos could do that now?
Well, I will say maybe about 5 or 6 men.
5 or 6.
Look and see us, right and see us. This boy there, Ramjan. Everybody beginning it by, because they can't do it and they have nobody to do it. You understand me? Because they ain't learn.
But the nets are expensive when you buy them, the material?
Where, you mean in those days?
No, even now.
Yeah, no, it's expensive.
And
Everything expensive. Because I'll tell you something. The first boat I owned, right, was at 28 feet. Board boat, wooden pirogue, right? And that was $1,200. And I bought a 40 Evan Root for $1,280. So that was just about $2,000 something, right? Now you can't even buy a propeller, one propeller for the fire engine for that body. You understand?
Things are really
With that body.
skyrocketed there.
Skyrocket. Them reason why I tell you about you buy that shooting for 7%. You could buy a shooting for 7%. You check the price of a shooting now and check how much, you understand me, the difference.
So where would you have bought those boats from? I mean, from who in the past?
Well, they had boat builders. They had Tate on Shackville Street at Borasville. Right? You know where Shackville Street is? Right. Then they had a fella in San Fernando. They had one or two builders even in Cedars there too. Right? But the first boat I bought really is from Tate up in Borasville.
And then fiberglass became a big hit?
Well, fiberglass really, well, it's much more expensive than the wooden boat. But everything is expensive now because they bought everything going up now. And so if you go to build a board boat now, like you're talking about it might cost you about $20,000. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. But it will be sturdy enough on the sea?
Yeah.
And what about night fishing? I remember going out with you one night and the water was really calm, but it was kind of strange to be out there, boy.
Yeah. But I like it when it's calm.
You like it when it's calm?
Yeah.
But is it dangerous to be out there with just a little lantern stuck on the stern or something?
Well, boy, you see, one lantern, you know how much guarantee or not, you know. Especially when wind blowing. Sometimes you might up and sleep or you're not away. And that's the time it happens, you know.
A big boat will ram into you?
Oh, yeah, many fellas lose their life like that fishing already.
People you knew?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, boy,
And what about piracy? You ever ran into any kind of pirates on the sea?
well, boy, if I give you with this pirate thing, at night I went out fishing, right? And I hear this boat moving up and down, and, you know, you hear the noise of the engine because we all close by there, you understand? I was wondering what the hell going on. I was a week, and then it cool off, and boy, it's piratic about 10 engine, and this year rally, they lost 2 boats that night, and new brand engine and net, you understand me? And they go on. But that morning, I didn't know it was piracy until I reached Erie. You understand me? So I was close by Erie, so I went to the cell in Erie. And when I went to the cell, I hear the say, boy, you know, pirates, all they are, they take us at a boat. I think 1 or 2 fellas in the Icacos lose boat there too, you know. On that, so I didn't come in, I didn't come home that morning. You understand? I stopped in Erie. So I said from there, and while I up there, Cynthia and them see, Frankie and them see I come in, and they hear about this piracy. So they come up every day to find out. You understand? I said, well, I see why it's only when I come inside here, I hear that I was in the area.
So how the families of those who were hijacked, I mean, they must have been traumatized, eh?
Yeah, boy, oh, yeah, mean, serious.
So in a situation like that...
But one thing, they didn't shoot nobody, they didn't kill anybody or beat anybody. They just take what they wanted and...
But is it easy to retrieve boats that are taken and engines that are taken?
If it?
Is it easy for the owners concerned to retrieve those boats, to get them back again?
Well, boy, nobody will get back that.
Yeah.
You understand me? Because them days, them boat go down Venezuela, and carry down that and sell down there.
You remember that fella there, they made go into the water there? Ling Ling was his name or something?
Yeah.
I mean, these things could be different experiences for different people. Eh?
Yeah. Well, you see, he couldn't swim, eh? And fright. He jumped overboard. Yeah, Tony and him and bring that body here.
Oh my.
The rough body here, the Barauna and now they find that body. I tell you about. And the rough body and hide the body here. So that when they come to look, right, they have to give them a change. Carry them back anybody. Yeah, that was went on.
So and the experience of fishing, what they call banking, does that yield a lot of fish?
Yeah, well, in banking you can hold like up to 300 poker fish if it's good fishing time, you know.
So, Boom, what about your experiences with, let's say, narrow escapes and whatnot?
When I say, I mean, narrow escape like what?
Like, I mean, you come pretty close. Like, I remember some years ago, you always told me a fascinating story about, you know, falling off a vessel and all of that.
Yeah.
But there might be other things you would like to say first.
Yeah, no, we can go to the vessel, yeah. Anyhow, well, I was on a swimming soda, right? The crew was like five men. And the boat was like about 34 feet, about 34 to 36 feet in length. a small trawler, you know. So we used to really like depart from Icacos. It used to take us about 2 hours to go on the shipping going where we were shipping. You understand me? And we used to like leave up when we finish like all 4 o'clock and go back down and we sit back here. It used to take like about 4 hours to go and come, you know. Boy, but this day, sea rough, boy, and we coming down the road. We leave up there about 4 o'clock the evening, and we coming down after fishing, after stripping. And boy, the sea was rough, but this boat had a little small cabin, right? So it used to be, when you lock up that cabin, and there's 5 men in that little cabin, it used to be well hot. So I used to like to come out and go up on top of the cabin and lie down on the cabin and take the breeze and then come along. Boy, but coming down the road, but the sea started to get more rough, And this boat dipped, the bow dipped, and the water get raised and get between my belly and the decking of the cabin, right? The top of the cabin. And I slide off the cabin. Nobody knows.
Into the water?
Into the water. But I had to push myself in the water now, you know. For the time I realized my body leaving and I can't keep back. I had to push my body off the boat because I could have hit on the gonello, you understand me?
Yeah.
Or end up in the prop. So I pushed myself a little way off the hull of the boat.
And this was at night time?
No, this was about, like, I will say about, like, 4:30. Yeah, about 4:30 because we had leave about 4 o'clock. Yeah, about 4:30, minutes of 5. And I down in the water there by this boat gone. Yeah.
What was it like? What kind of feeling? What went through your mind?
Well, but if I tell you something, I know, for sure, I couldn't swim to Sri Lanka. And I also know that I couldn't make it to Venezuela land. The only hope I had that I might be able to hook up on Solar Rock. But you can't give up. You can't give up. You understand me? I was like tired like hell because remember we were coolly, you understand me, pulling that. And boy, I say, well, Bob, you had to fight until you can't give up. And I in that rough waters, boy, I telling you. I couldn't swim the good way. I just had to keep myself afloat. You understand me? Yeah. And this would go on. And that will take them now about an hour and a half to reach Icacos Point. Right from where I fell off. You understand? And it's only when the fellas reached Icacos here, and the captain said, go on through the anchor, boy. This time I tell you about it's dark now. It's after 6. When they reach the Icacos Point here. Right? So they, hey boy, this man fall overboard, boy. The captain was Desmond Hutchinson, boy. I can never forget that. He passed away now, poor fella. And boy, this man said, all right, let me go and look for this. We had to go and look for the man. And they come up the road. They're coming up the road. But all this time, I couldn't see that boat. You understand me? Boat out of sight. So
you just treading water all this time?
I treaded water. This is serious thing I talking about here. But them days I young, you know. I was like maybe about 20-something years old, I think. And boy, I keep it up. But I fight it up myself in the water. Sometimes I just lie down so I'll float like, you know what I mean? Try to think. But she was so rough. Sometimes you had to, you know, and get in the action. And when I do so, and I look, I see a light. Right? That was the mast light. And then I started to make out the port and starboard light. And it was dead on me. I said, well, boy, them fellas coming.
So you mean to say from where you fell, you never drifted away from that angle?
Yeah, I coming down the road. I must be almost halfway home already. Quarter, but you see, you're coming down with the current.
Right.
You understand me?
And yet they pick up a straight course towards you?
A straight course, boy.
Yeah, the Lord was on your side.
Well, you see, I'll tell you something too, eh? You know, whenever you're traveling a course and you want to go back to the same direction, you just have to just the opposite course. You understand me? Like if you're sailing east and you want to come back home, right? You're sailing to go to east. When you reach east and you want to turn back, you come back west. It might be a few degrees, just a much degree where your current, you don't know your current, and your wind, you understand me? So you can't mess with. Anyhow, this man reach, boy. And here, when I say not reach that, but anyhow, the man was very close to me, about, like I will say, about half mile. Right? And he would turn back, you know.
What?
The man give up. Because you was flashing light all the time coming up here. Right? When you reach around the area, you understand me? And he turned back. When I see that boat turn back, boy, I say, boom, boy. You got the whole screen and the whole scope. Right? That's it. But then again, the wind and the current was good for me to a point. But it's just the rough and to keep up. Because I come along to the rock all the time. Although I didn't see the rock, you understand me? But you must jam on it if you understand me? And boy, that man turned back again, boy. And that man coming back on the course. And yeah, but I feel like if you are now falling in the water when I see that boat turn back. You know what I mean? I feel fresh.
Yes.
You know, I get the hope. You understand me?
Yes.
But boy, I nearly gave up and the answer on that boat. Yes.
So eventually they found you?
Well, hear the joke. When they flash in the torchlight, you know I'm a big forehead. the flashlight, the searchlight drop right on my forehead, boy. You understand me? And the captain see me. But this time when that light, I raise up, I feel more than half of my body, although the sea was up in the air that time.
Yeah, boy.
You understand?
Yeah, anxious moment there, boy.
And boy, watch me. When they come to pick me up, right? The boat coming alongside. A fella running in the back with a rope in his stern to throw that I cannot get it. You understand? That battery, she was so rough that the outriggers that we pulling in that were on. You understand? That's some outriggers. When the boat, let's slide that on the side. It was just about, the outriggers was just about 2.5 feet from the water.
Okay.
And I snatched on that, you know.
Wow.
A fella said, the man going up by? He said, look, the man on the outrigger.
You would have been a good pirate, boy.
Yeah.
Huh?
They were ballers.
Yeah.
But that, you see, that is true. You know, fright. You tell yourself, boy, you had to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the Lord was on your side, boy.
Well, you don't have to be there, boy.
Yes, otherwise you would not have made it.
Yeah.
So, Bob, tell me something. The last place that you would have worked was where? I mean, you left the sea after a while, you gave up the...
Well, not too long after that. The owner at that shrimp trawler, he had supply boats and things working in the company.
Okay.
It's a boat that he had that he converted to a trawler. Because yellow partner they call a Chinese, when they call Wahong. At the time they was catching all these Icacos in Venezuela. You understand? So I ended up on with him.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
And then after that, well, I come and I get work with him right down there. You understand me?
Very good, very good, very good. Do you have any ambitions about going back to the sea now at your age?
Well, boy, when I retire, I bought a boat again.
Okay.
You understand what I mean? But as I tell you see, boy, it's hard for getting a sailor. And if you do get a long time when you're a man fishing, you're fishing with a man. Right? Sometimes 5-6 years they're fishing with them. You understand? And they come in every day to work. You understand? On the weekend, well, we are working on the weekend. You understand? But now, a man who make a title with you, he make a little money. When you're looking out for him to come back the next night, you see this. You understand me? So I say, you understand me?
Yeah.
But I don't mind buying back a next boot. But if I buy back a boot, I will look for something bigger. You know, like a big pirogue with a little cabin in it that, you know, you'll be more comfortable and things like rain and, you understand me?
That is true, that is true.
Nice bunk, so you can lie down and relax and, you know what I mean?
But you seem to be a happy retired man in your hammock now. You
Yeah,
have a
well,
multicolored hammock to swing in.
yeah, well, to be honest, I ain't too love a hammock, you know.
You're not too loud hammock.
But at that time, you know, you can relax in it.
Yes, my friend.
But I think moving around is better, man. You know, I had a cousin there, Ashok, he was a fisherman too. And he would lie down in a hammock for 24 hours, you know. I tell you, he get up, he was cigarette, he said, well, I got a pack of cigarette for me, and he smoked it. I don't joke, I tell you there.
But the hammock is not comfortable. Is it from Venezuela?
Yeah, that's so Venezuela.
Yeah, it's pretty, man. I remember years ago I got one too, and it's still around.
They're strong, you know.
They're very strong, yeah.
Yeah, all you have to do is wash them like every 2 weeks. You feel that they look, they need washing. And
Bobby, I want to thank you very much, Mr. Cozier,
well, you're welcome,
for
man.
your interesting stories, and I wish you all the best in the future.
Yeah.
You and the family.
Thank you.
So all the best, eh?
Thank you.